Hello, hello, you lovely creatives. I'm Ash. This is Ash Writes Slides. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing some writing. Not as much drinking as normal, but writing. At least it's going to stay the same. Yes, yes. I hope everybody is doing well. We're getting started. Let me get my lovely timer up. And let's go to the plan screen. All right, there we go. Hello, Snowly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining today. I hope I'm not too loud. I started off with the mic all up in my grill, so we're gonna just go with that. Thank you very much. I finished it. Finally. I definitely think it looks like it's much older than it actually is because it's technically only a week old. Well, Friday it'll be a week old, but that's when I finished the front of it. But thank you so very much, Deja. I hope all is going well with you. Hope you are going to be working on your stuff tonight. Are you reading or writing tonight? What y'all doing tonight? Getting all my screens up here. We're good to go. I think I got all of I actually got everything done on time. I'm very happy with getting everything done. And I think one thing that I liked from the last stream I did, I will, fill in the silence because I'll sit here and talk. Is that I moved my writing screen over to the left side so that then I could be looking like I'm looking to the right, which is where the keys and the planner and stuff is. And because when I have it like on the other screen, it always looks like I'm looking off into the distance. So I'm definitely, liking having it over to the other side. So I think I'm gonna keep it like that. I was testing some stuff out, in which I don't know, the movement of the camera doesn't happen anymore. I don't know if I didn't turn something on, but it definitely does load up. So I might have just had an error loading up today. Okay. Want to write tonight? Haven't written so long. Okay. Well, I hope you're able to. Hope you're able to. I know I am going to be plugging away at this final draft. I'm really hoping not to have to do bunches of editing. So it's the final draft because I'm saying it's a final draft. When I have two sections that I passed up and said I'm going to come back to earlier in the story where I need to go and fix something that I realized was wrong, which you would think after this is the fifth, sixth pass through, you wouldn't have that much happening. And I'm supposed to be mainly working on adding in descriptions and removing scenes that are unnecessary, that don't do enough work. But anyway, that's where I am. Working on the bit. Okay, doing your tech reviews. Yes, sir. Please do get them done. And I'm excited that I finally got much more consistent writing done on my free write, so definitely going to be looking forward to filming that one, which I don't know if it's going to be much of a film. It's just going to be more of me. Well, I guess it's going to be filming because I'm just going to be talking to the screen. Not like there's only so many ways I can show you that I'm typing on the thing. I can just give you my overall review. Let's see. Trying to decide if I should work on a short story to submit for the anthology or my novel. Oh, well, shucky ducky. I know I split up and work on short stories to get a break from my novel. But I am too far in. Like, I'm trying to finish it. So now I am taking a break. I did go over a few ideas over the weekend for the anthology. If you're talking about anthology, is it Chelsea's anthology with the Mail in the Library? But yes, I am doing that because I know I feel like the deadlines is going to be the thing. And luckily I know before even the submission date. So, well, when the submission date opens, and we know it's going to be at least a month before he had to turn in. And You write fantasy and fantasy romance. Yeah, well, it's urban fantasy romance. That's what I've been working on. Paranormal romance is not really a urban fantasy. I don't want to say it's urban fantasy because fantasy. From looking into it, it does seem like it does fit into the fantasy, but it's urban fantasy. So I don't know if I have to like denote that. But from what it looks like, I'm going to need to when I'm advertising the actual short story. Not the short story, the actual novel. Now, most of my short stories are definitely urban, like, fantasy. Like, it's definitely urban, and then there's fantasy elements in there. So if that's the definition, then that's what it is. And they have hints of the romances inside of the stories. They don't have very much of the romances in the short stories. I haven't really written a short story that has had really heavy romance inside of it. Definitely have written one like, say, kind of a sci-fi fantasy one where you don't exactly explain the science fiction in it. So I guess that's why it was considered a sci-fi fantasy. But it was, definitely urban. It was in the city. It was in Atlanta, and at the Phipps Mall. It was a Twisted Analog one, and it was dealing with androids and stuff. So, and you don't really get explanation on how things work in that one. And so I chose like the sci-fi fantasy element because I didn't want to have to try to explain it. Because if I try to explain it, it's definitely going to be longer than the 5,000 word maximum that you can get on there. Let's see. Yep, Chelsea. Okay. Chelsea's an anthology. I'm trying to decide if I should write a fantasy romance or just a regular fantasy. Okay. Do you have different pen names? I did, but I started claiming them. Except for the super duper naughty fluid ones. I don't claim them. You don't know. But my original pen name for my erotic romances erotic paranormal romances was Naomi Fox. So I don't think I have anything up there. I think I got like 2 or 3 little like short stories, and then one that's probably mid-sized novella size. I think Heart of a Berserker is up there. That one was probably the longest that's still left up there. But as for now, I'm claiming it. I don't care what they think you're a S worker. If you write erotic romances, I'm like, well, what can I do? I'm struggling with having 2 pen names, one for fantasy romance and one for my regular speculative work. They are different audience, so now they need to be separate. Oh, well, yeah, that absolutely makes sense. Like, the only difference between what I was doing under the pen name was the amount of heat, I guess you can say, when I was initially doing the different pen names. Jakira. Shut up. Okay, so, well, yeah, that's it was bad. It was real bad, and that's for the Summon the Succubus. So that definitely is up on there. I didn't know. I think Summon the Succubus is the one I took down because I did want to expand upon it because it was supposed to be like split up into several parts, and I decided I don't want to do that. It's going to be under my name anyway, so might as well take that down and revamp it. And that's what my goal for this year is, to get all of the ones that are out of anthology, like the 1 year, get those out, and out of contract, and then the ones that are mine that I just wrote and put under the pen names and put them under Ashley, and then go ahead and republish them. But then I need to get the new artwork and all that kind of stuff. So 2 is social medias, emails, websites. Well, yeah, I completely understand that. That's where I get mixed up. That was part of the reason why I actually put them together and was like, I don't even care. Like, you could just find out. Like, don't nobody. Honestly, who's gonna get me? It's like if it wasn't good if in the first place. But okay, so let's go switch the keys and transition. There we go. And then we're gonna put I sound like Benny. There we go. And hey, Slongo, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And your hair is looking great too. I saw you on stream, but I didn't get a chance to actually log in and see you. I saw you on what Z had you up. So you're looking great. All right, so we're gonna do a 20-minute sprint. Y'all happy working? I'll be in the comments. Alrighty, how did you do? That was a good one, at least to me. That was a good one. Where is my little notebook? Oh, I'll put a headset on top of it. And do that. I'll be able to add my numbers. Did pretty good on that one. Let's take this break time, switch it on over, and we need time, because you know I will talkity talk. Let's see, get my purple. It's my writing color. We've got 326 words for that piece of a scene. All is going well, Snowly. Awesome, Saucy. Awesome. Yeah, I feel kind of good. Like I said, I have to go back in the story to fix 2 scenes in there, and so I am taking notes, and now I'm working on, like, I'm getting close and close. I'm on supposedly like 5 more chapters ago. But I'm finding that there may be one more scene. I don't know. I'm so tired of this final draft. Supposedly final draft of this story. 295, like it, Deja. At this point, just writing to see what can come up on the prompt I'm using. Okay, all right. What's your prompt? I would love to know. I like prompt writing here and there. There is one video I would like to work on. I need to do that. I need to actually get back to my videos. I got so flustered with my, like, characters I would fight video that, because I couldn't really film it without, like, really peeking the microphone and stuff, because I get real animated when I don't like something about stories, and I clap a lot, and I'm trying to keep it under control. So I haven't gone back to try to film in the last, like, month, and I'm like, and it's because I keep going back to that one, so I probably need to just move on and just do another one. Ugh. But there was this, like, exercise we used to do at a little writing con that they had at Chattahoochee Tech, which I think they still have it. I haven't gone. I know when COVID happened, it didn't happen very much, but they would do this writing prompt where they would take, like, ink, and they would do, like, the ink blot, like, make ink blocks, and, you know, fold it over, and then put your paper on there, and then try to find things in the shapes and stuff in order to use those as prompts to write a short story, like 10 minutes to just do some writing. So that's fun. I think I want to try to do that on video, but I would have to, like, set up the overhead and everything, and, you know, that's work. I have to figure out when I'm gonna do that, but I would like to do a writing exercise, because I've done a couple writing exercise videos, and it was just because, you know, it was like short prompts that I like to mess around with. And I also have this one video I want to do, like, a event. I'm thinking, like, I might need to do it in Discord and film it, like, hey, just so you know, I'm using this for a video. But I might need to I want to do a Discord where we play Apocalypse Roulette, and that it would be where we picking up, like, we'll do a roulette wheel, and it's all these different types of apocalypses, and the caveat would be news articles and stuff that could lead into the type of apocalypse. So, like, say robot apocalypse, it might have something to do with the news article talking about the guns being mounted on the robot dogs. If it's the zombie apocalypse, then it's something connected to a virus that has survived, like, from, like, ice age that they've thawed out, and now the virus is alive and well. So it's prehistoric and stuff. So we have like several different apocalypse. Like I said, I have so many ideas. It's just like trying to actually have the time to sit there and work on the thing. And I did all the stuff like creating the roulette wheel, linking all of the articles that had something to do with it. And I probably could even make it even bigger now because there's several other apocalypses we could have, you know. You know, because, you know, our current, you know, people in charge doing all kinds of foolishness. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm thinking it could be a Discord thing where it's an exercise. Hey, you're invited. We are doing this on this day. It's an event. You're going to be filmed. And we want, you know, probably participants who are willing to be on camera. Maybe I won't make it too bad. But if anything, if I make it to where you don't have to be on camera, I probably have to really restrict how many people can participate, because I don't want to have too many people and then not be able to, like, here is this person and attest to what they're reading out for their prompt and stuff like that. Or just like, you know, we can wing it. I don't know. We'll play around. It's the following. You have 3 days to gain the princess's trust. 3 days. I doubt I'll need more than 3 minutes. Don't be arrogant. The princess may be young, but she's not stupid. Okay. It'll be fun. Not following it exactly, but it's based off this prompt. Right? Again, I also wanted to do, like, even with prompts, like I was on Reddit a bit. I know that's the some of the dark side of the internet. But like Reddit, Twitter, you know, that would be prompts listed. And now there's also those prompt video, them prompts that are on, they have like you enter in your short story, 5 minutes, you know, $5 or something like that, so you can get into the prompt for a short story. And it'll have several categories with, you know, 8 to 10 prompts in them. And then if your story is chosen, you win whatever I think it's like $250. I've seen that one. A few other ones. But yeah, so like, should we do some prompt videos and stuff just for creative writing, having fun with a lot of creative writing? And that's probably got a lot to do with the fact that I would like to do my writing book review. See, like I said, I have so many. I want to do the things, all the things. Uh-oh. Not receiving enough video. What's wrong? What are you talking about, Willis? Everything's on there. It's doing good. I hope it doesn't act up anymore. It should be good. But yeah, so there's some plenty of ideas, like I said. And then I also want to do like a lukewarm tea type situation, like tepid book tea or something, like with all of these authors doing foolishness. But it was like what I was doing was the author home training, like basically what I would do. But some of the things I'm like, absolutely not. I wouldn't have the audacity or caucasity to do some of the things that are being done in the author world. So I'm like, they wouldn't really qualify for the author home training, because it's, you know, it's pretty much there's only so many home training things you can do until you realize, you know, you're just not paying attention or you just don't care. So I'm like, maybe I should just talk about some of the foolishness, and that could be a video too. I don't know, there's a lot. I need to work on that. I need to probably work on it this weekend. I know the family is going out of the U.S. this weekend. So it's I pretty much don't have much going on outside of the immediate family. So maybe I can. We'll see. I know everybody be like, do the bulk recording and stuff. You gotta change in between that, unless you don't mind having the same outfit on. I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Looking forward to seeing your career possible. Thank you very much. I hope so, because that's I would love to be able to stay home and like my extracurricular activities become the career, like writing, doing art. Oh, this time I was working on this on my lunch. I put glitter. I don't know, can y'all see that? I put glitter in her. She has glitter inside of the crevices, like the broken things. I like cut it out a little bit. And I got wood burning thing. I am like really excited about that. I am really excited about that. All right, so let's get this timer back up on. We're going to do another 20 minutes. Y'all's happy writing. All right, how'd you do? How did you do? Let's transition. Let us see. Here we go. And hey, JK, thank you for joining us. And Raph, got you on here. I hope y'all are enjoying your night. Let's see. Oh, let me get my number. So this is track 326. So 6.8. So 322 for that one. Plugging along. 350 that time. Yay, Deja. I'm glad you're getting. Hey, you off and running. It's been a little while for writing. It was just ready to spill on out of you. I'm glad. Awesome, Saucy. These are pretty good ones here. Had to say. Well, I'm editing, so this is just kind of cleaning up stuff. Also, what y'all ate for dinner? I had homemade rotisserie chicken, and it was great with some salad, a little bit of ranch dressing, and a little drizzle of hot honey. There's like a habanero honey on it. Peak dinner. Had my little sunflower seeds on there. I didn't have any more. I don't know. We probably had the onion thing, but I am trying to keep the sugar down because I've been basically stagnated, and I don't want to be like, I'm diet culture or anything like that. It's just more of I need to have some results for the doctor, and I'm like, I got a month. I need to like stop playing around. And the doctor, and the reason why is because I would like to get some help with my back, and my back gets better the more and more I lose, unfortunately. So gotta keep on dealing with that. But yeah, so I'm just trying, I've just been stagnant for like 6 months. It's been between the 2 pounds forever. So I need to pay attention. I have a doctor's appointment coming up in a month. I gotta stop playing. So I'm just trying to cut down sugar. That's it. And it's in everything. I hate it. It's in everything. That's why we have such sweet tooths. Okay, discovered writing, so a lot of blanks and insert right here. Look. You're getting it in there, though. At least you're getting the idea on paper. That's one of the biggest things, with the drafts and stuff. I can't fix what I haven't put on paper. So I have to get it out. And that's one of the things that keeps me from, just not doing it, I guess you can say. Trying to perfectly. I know I am very much so a planner. So I know when I do my like prompt writing and stuff like that, I could get, it could be a much longer process because I'm trying to plan it. Now, when I'm just doing the creative writing exercises, that's definitely a way for me to get everything out in order to start with a nice clear mind when I am working on the actual short stories that I'm trying to submit for anthologies or this novel. So, which I'm hoping, there were some things I definitely did take out because I've been working on it for so long that really kind of seemed out of date. Like didn't feel right anymore. So I had to take that out. So I'm like, that's another thing too. Having so much time in between, and it's because I kept trying to perfectly plan it out and all that good stuff. So I had to stop. Like, hey, there's got to be a cutoff. Do we know what is supposed to be here? And which that was another thing too, using the snowflake method, like, building characters and then building plot and then going back to the characters and doing all that kind of stuff. It did allow me to get a good thick, like the skeleton, like the organs and all that good stuff, but actually getting the top coat part where everything's sounding correct, the clues are laid out properly, within the muscle fiber and all that kind of stuff. I usually am very bad at that. Very bad at that. Because I overthink it. I overwork it, take stuff out, put stuff in. Even with the short story that I just got, I was just doing, like, I tested it out a little bit. Well, at least this time I kind of tested out. Like some folks I gave it with chapters and other folks I didn't. And most people who got it with the chapters were like, I don't know what I'm doing with breaking up chapters, which is a big fear of this novel. Like, I'm going to do this whole novel and finish it and finally get beta readers to read it, and then I still don't know how to do chapters. What chapters are like breaking in the wrong spots. Is too, like, you're supposed to like keep wanting to keep reading, right? Yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be time. I don't know. How did I get on this tangent? I don't know. But yeah, at least you getting it out so you can be able to actually do something with it, right? Let's see. Haven't eaten yet, but that sounds good. I'll be eating some Mediterranean orzo and baked chicken. What? That sounds fantastic. Got a sentence written for chapter 15. Notes of my... Yay! Awesome. Getting your stuff done. That is awesome. I love it. I love getting stuff done. We got 2 more sprints to go. 20 minutes and everything. So, hope y'all are able to get more and more words done. Words in, words on the paper. I'm hoping to just expand in it a little bit more for this chapter. And that's the only thing. Also, when you get to later on in the chapters too, it's like I'm going to be super duper spoiling. Like, I know I can tell you, like, the beginning, we're dealing with someone who can use shadows, travel between shadow, but it causes her pain. And then we have a alligator shifter man. So we're dealing with some distrust because they've previously known each other. One is definitely a thief, and the other one is the good boy, the Boy Scout and everything. But they were attracted to each other before, and now they're much older. But anyway, I can tell you that kind of stuff. Tell you how it gets started. Starts on a river cruise down Louisiana and all that. But then if I go into what's going on in these chapters right now, I'm giving away stuff. So that's another thing. It's kind of hard that in these sprints, as I'm getting further and further into finally finishing them up, I can't really talk about what's in them now. I can just tell you how many words I did. Or if I'm just editing and I don't know, I done deleted whole sections, so I'm in the negative or something like that. So yeah, so there's a lot going. I'm hoping I'm rounding up. We're getting to the climax of it, and we're gonna be, falling down for the chapter after. But outside of that, I think it's okay. And I can't wait to be able to talk about it. I would like to do a straight up. That is another set of videos I would love to do. Is we figure out what story we're working on, actually walking through the snowflake method to do the full review. So, and then, there's going to be a book at the end. If you want to get it, you can get it. But more than likely, what's happening because we're gonna go over it pretty much live or, in color, live and in color. Now let's see, any kind of fantasy really. Oh, okay, you're answering. Yay. Okay, kind of, but it's been quite some time since I've read anything. Mine I like sounds like you have some good stuff going on. Loving the title names. Awesome. Got a lot of work. Keep doing the thing. I'm gonna do my best, man. I'm gonna do my best. I'll try my best. Getting more acclimated to my actual day job is nice too. But then also it is still a bunch of work. It's not very much downtime for me to be able to like, oh, I'm gonna work on this, in between handling stuff. No, it's pretty much my brain is we working on this and this is what it is gonna be. Okay? But all right, next sprint, 20 minutes on the clock. Let's get started. Happy writing. Okay, how did you do? I hope well. I hope well. Did pretty good on that one. So 648. So 924. 924 minus 648. Not too many. I did delete a little chunk of something in that part. So 276. Not too bad on that one. I think it's getting there. The scene is pretty clean. I'm gonna have to definitely go back a little bit and mess with it. But once I'm done with the scene, I'm gonna actually go back. I'm not gonna go back like as in put the note to go back later. It's gonna get done. I need these to be the last ones. Whoa, man. I'm doing all this work and I hope people like it. But like I said, I need those beta readers and editors. And I think I can finish the scene, this part, and the rest of the chapter within the next, because it's not very much. It's a little few more paragraphs left for the next, before the next chapter. So we're looking good. We're looking good. I'm sorry, y'all, with the air conditioner. That thing is loud. I'm trying to keep the stuff off. 347. Yay. Think I'm finally discovering the story after like 900 words. Look. You're getting it up there. I was done with the review. Nice. Glad you're almost done. We got one more sprint. Hopefully you can get it done and you'll be just like, editing after this sprint. This is a pretty good one. I'm much more focused than I normally am in these drinking rights, but that's because I'm not drinking tonight. Because and I gotta keep it right. It's too much sugar in the alcohols, so I have to be careful. Like I said, so it's gonna be. What I can do is get some rum, and I got some rum, but it was already mixed up in orange juice and grenadine and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I can't do that. So at least not right now. I can wait to do that later. So I have the ability to drink it later. It is there. But yeah, so I have to be good, just so I can get, the clean system. I hate talking about this though. I do hate talking. I need to stop talking about it. Can't stand it. Cause I'm gonna go to the doctor. He gonna be like, it ain't enough. It's been a year. I'll be over there because that's what they tell you. Lose weight. Everything will be better. Lose weight. In which, they kind of understand it. It is a bone that's like a disc that is like barely there because of just years and years of wear and tear. Let's probably read this last sprint. Tired of sitting at my desk. Hey, look, understandable. In which I've been reading. I started reading Sister Samurai and then I had to wind up. I was like, I almost forgot about doing beta reads and stuff. So I did a beta read for La, and then I did a alpha read for Jessica Cage, and so I finally went through the process of doing that. When I finished that one, at the end of May, yeah, so it was like a little bit before the end of May. So then I started reading. Yesterday I got back to reading Sister Samurai, which I didn't want to stop reading it, but I was like, obligations. So I am excited to do that later on tonight. I'm probably going to be reading that later tonight, so that I can get it done. It's not a very long story either, so I should be able to get it done fairly quickly. But there is I gotta read In the Time of Butterflies by Julia Alvarez, I think it was. I think it's Julia. Oh, you just look at it. Yeah. But what are you reading, Deja? Well, I'm looking this up. Kindle. Nope. Yeah, Julia Alvarez, and this is for T. Nappy Headed Hobas, her channel. She has a book club, so I am participating more in book clubs and stuff, trying to even further diversify my reading, in which a lot of it, like, I was stuck in the rut. Like before, like in 2020 was when I really started paying attention to what authors and stuff I was reading, and started like purposely picking, black authors, people of the diaspora and stuff like that. And because I was stuck in the rut of the tradition, trad publishing and stuff, because who they're gonna advertise, And then I think, was it 2020? Is 2020 when Children of Blood and Bone came out? Let me look. Okay, when did they come out? I think because it was definitely, yeah, okay, so it came out in 2018, so it was a little bit before, but I was getting less and less, I was becoming very disillusioned with the traditional published authors and stuff, and not the authors per se, but I'm like, what, these books that they choose to super duper inflate and everything, I was just like, I don't really care. So then I started dealing with more and more indie publishing. And initially, anyway, I was like, I don't know why I didn't do that, because I did a lot of reading and indie publishing when it came down to comic books and mangas and all that kind of stuff. I was really sticking to indie. And I would every now and then have a few of them that would be mainstream, like, so I got into, but then a lot of times I would get into them very late. So I have several seasons to be able to catch up on, and then get a good chunk of the story and easily be able to be like, you know what, I ain't gonna watch the rest of this, or listen or read or whatever the rest of this, because by the time I get to them, they probably already have a few seasons of anime out with some of the mangas. So, and then I'll be like, if I like it enough in the anime, I will go and get the mangas, go get the volumes and get ahead and be like, you know what, I'm gonna read the rest of this, or not, or maybe I'll wait for the video. We'll see. Let's see. I'm reading Savage City by Elle Penelope. Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. I have mixed thoughts, like it, but something is missing. Oh, okay. So I had to take a look. I wonder, I do like Elle Penelope. Oh, what did I read of hers? I don't remember what I read there. Oh. Because Elle Penelope, I got her book after I found her on YouTube. And like I said, it was probably around, like, a lot of my changes in my reading habits kind of happened in 2020, which was a lot of changes in my life that happened. And then also around the world, obviously, in 2020. So, yeah, I started being a little bit more conscious of the media that I was intaking. I mean, like anything, like video essays and stuff like that. I was being more conscious of who it was that I was watching and listening to. And that was only because of, like, the algorithms. When you get stuck in one thing that they see that you like, you pretty much stick it, stay there, unless you purposely make changes, confuse the algorithm a little tiny bit, and then switch it up. And then, I'm not that in love with the world. Things with animal familiars is not my thing, and then they're in a dystopian world with these animals. Oh, usually put the underrated books as well. Underrated. Yeah, definitely. That is my jam. I try my best to kind of stick to more indie everything. So I do like that Elle Penelope has a lot of self-published ones. My next book that I'm going to read is going to definitely be, let me start this timer, because, we're going to just work with what we got. Because, the final sprint is usually pretty, we'll get it done. But, the final book? The final one, I just pull it up, because I have it on my, do I have it? Because I might not have it on the phone Kindle, but I might have it on the Kindle. Well, I'm over here talking. Okay. So okay, so I'm doing, like I said, Sister Samurai, a Champloo novel, and let me take a minute. Woo, a novella. And it's by oh, that's what it is. I'm going for another Tatiana Obey story, which is going to be, where is it? I don't even know. I keep on downloading it. Bones to the Wind. There you go. That's the next one that I'm gonna work on, is Bones to the Wind. I finished In the House of Transcendence. I love that one. And I want to read Amanda's next book, because, and I got that one. No One's Gonna Take Her Soul Away, and that's because I did beta read for their book, and well, twice. I actually did the second beta read for it, so I'm like kind of excited to see what she wound up keeping and removing, if she put some stuff back, anything like that. Oh, you finished it a week ago and it was good? Awesome. I'm glad. I'm very much so enjoying it. I'm on chapter 5. So, and I know it's not very long, so I'm definitely going to be finishing it probably weekend, since I'm kind of having a leisure weekend. So, but anyway, let me stop talking. Let's get back to it, because I can talk about this after. I'm over here acting goofy. All right, so happy writing. All right. How did you do? I hope well. I hope well. Let's see what we got on this. So we're at 1269. 60. Goofy. Okay, 1269 minus 924. So 345 on that one. That was a good one, I think, and it's pretty much done. I'll probably do another bit of writing after. I will say, like, one of the good things about having the free write, it's a good mark on the review for the free write, is that I can do that while in the bed. Like, if I think of something, pull the free write over, and I have like a little small, light on the nightstand or whatever. I turn that bad boy on real quick, get it in there. Because when I write and I'm like sleepy, it doesn't work out. But I have found that me finding, my F and J on there, I can make coherent words. When it's like pretty dim lighting and stuff, it sucks for actually seeing the screen. But because it's like kind of let me get brain dumpy with it, it works out great. So, all right, and what up to books, girls, and books, girls, and purrs. I hope you're having a great night. This was the last sprint of the night for me, at least. I hope y'all keep going if you're feeling like it. But how do you do? What did you work on, or did you work on anything, or did you just chill? That's totally fine too. Listen to another 8% of the book. Nice. And that's another thing. Like, now that we're on the summer schedule for work, I could only was going in for 2 days out of the week. So now I'm going in for just 1 day for the summer. So I'm not listening to as much audiobooks either. So I just need to just get up. Let's see, when I don't have to get up, I just get up at like 7:15 and get ready for the day. But on the days going into work, I have to be leaving out at 6:35, 6:45 at the latest to be able to make it there, because it takes an hour for me to get to work. So yeah. Just dropped in for the vibes. All right, glad to have you. Okay, so we're pretty much done. We got like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. We did good. It was a good writing night. I got a little over 1,200 words. I'm very happy with that for working in the scene and everything for the chapter. I definitely fixed a couple things and removed quite a bit from the actual original chapter. So, I know for this one, because this has taken me so long and this is the first full-on novel that I've been trying to do, I did not do very well with keeping up with the amount of words removed and everything. Cause some of the drafts I would take chunks out and put it into the other one, and then I don't know what I had. So I'm trying to do better. So I know for the next project that I already have brewing, and I'm like, I need to finish this one so I can go ahead and work on the next one. I'm definitely going to keep up with how much the draft changes. I can tell overall numbers of the drafts once I get to the final one, and I kind of do my roundup for that video and essay or whatever I want to do, But I do think that I could have done much more with the keeping track of everything. What happened, specific scenes, stuff that I didn't feel would fit and stuff like that. I think I want to have a little bit more analytical breakdown of the writing process, just to see, what are the results. Do other people have the same thing happen to them, or, whatever. So, like, just video purposes, I guess. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do videos on. And that's another thing. Like, being a writer is kind of hard to make a video. At least I feel like that. Unless we're talking about the mess. If we were talking about mess, it would be definitely the thing. So, but I thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Tonight was a really good one for writing chops. I mean, it was great. And I hope everybody was able to get the things done. There go my timer, because I will sit here and talk. I don't remember what I was even talking about on the other one that made me not like start working on this thing. But I thank you so much for joining me tonight for this drink and write. Even though we're very hydrated tonight, very, very hydrated, and I hope that to see you next week. I have no other plans for next Thursday night, so I should be just fine. But I think the one after that, I'm gonna take a break. Like, I'm gonna start scheduling breaks so I don't feel like I'm getting kind of overwhelmed or anything. So I guess I will see y'all in like Chelsea's streams and stuff, and everybody else's streams. I hope y'all have a great night. Bye.